Well, Clay, I can't thank you enough for taking the time out to do this. I know we had to. You kind of, you started this when you came through the course, and we just kind of kept digging at it, and I think we're making some progress in getting the word out. So, and it's all because of you.
Well, I just want to tell you, I say this to folks all the time, and one of my habits I'm trying to change. One, thank you, and that I love you. I think we don't say that enough about people we appreciate, and those close to us and those who I think are out there doing great things. Most people would not, I think, in your shoes, would have taken the easy button and not pursued this. You have pursued it. You've lived it firsthand and watched people you care about go through this process, and it is life altering. And it's painful, you know. Some of it's painful, and for those of us who are the jackass that's going through it, it's not what our intent was. If you go back when we were young and more idealistic, and you were to tell us then that this is what some of our actions down the line, we would not be happy with that.
No.
But it is what it is. You can't fix mistakes. You can only own up to them and walk forward and try to understand how in the world did I make some of those decisions, or why that was not who I am. That's not what I'm about. It has helped me a lot to go through some of this and go, oh, okay, I literally stopped being me for a number of years. And the fact that you're in the position that you're in with the effects that you have the ability to have, I think is not by accident. The older I get, the more I'm not overly religious, but the universe has a funny way of putting the right people in place at the right time, and just want to tell you thank you.
Oh, yes, thank you, Clay. I do. I totally agree with you. If you told me I'd be here in front of this kind of group, 15 years ago, I'd say you were crazy. There's just no way life would ever get me there, but it did, and I do think it's for a reason, and I love you too. It's the thing. It's what we gotta just show that we care about each other. It's a new normal now. I didn't think I'd be a twice divorced former spouse, but and have a better relationship with my then now former spouse than I ever have before. I mean, it's a strange.
Hey, it speaks to you. It really speaks to you. It speaks to him too. Trying to get some of the help, but it speaks to you of not being because it's easy for all of us. And look how many highest divorce rate in all of DOD we've owned that tag for long before 9/11. That's only made it off the charts. The reality is you can walk around being bitter, or you can choose to try to understand it and move forward. And you have chosen the latter. And I would take it a step further. You've not only chosen the latter, you've chosen to use that experience to help others. That's what makes you truly remarkable, and I think a position of authority. And why a lot of the guys, I don't know if we have girls coming through yet, but we will eventually, why they'll listen to you. Right? You can speak from the other side of the house. You can speak as somebody who watched what it did, and how it affected you and your family and you personally. So again, I think you're amazing.
Well, thank you. Okay, I think we should end right there.
Look, let me know if you need me to come back up on the net, or if I'm in Tampa, I will swing by for sure. And if you need anything, or if any of those folks I have found that normally when I talk, there's always a handful that want to talk to me offline because they're still a little bit worried about it. Call me. I have no problem talking about it, and I'm really open kimono